Mixtapes and DVDs is my era.
Facts.
We did it better.
Yep.
Pelly leathers,
Facts.
ACG boots. We 80s babies and early 90s when it got grimy. I was out of this world, you could not find me unless you check the lobby. Hustling was my hobby. We was lobby boys before Jim Jones. You could catch me in Harlem eating Jimbos.
DVD Era TV back at y'all with another one. Y'all know the slogan. Now this is episode 2 of Shot, and today we're going to talk about 2 Brooklyn rappers that shot someone instead of being victims of being shot. Now the first situation we're going to talk about is the self-proclaimed KOB, King of Brooklyn, Maino. And the second situation we're going to speak about is JayZ, the King of Brooklyn by default. Now this is their story.
Maino, I'm hard and all that, man. I run Brooklyn.
Now, Maino's been on my channel headlines a few times for different drama and beef he was involved in, from the cutting situation with Boxing Bar, his fight with Little C's, putting hands on Young Berg, his physical altercations with Bunky Essay and Tragedy Gaddafi, and rumors of having beef with fellow Brooklyn rapper Rod Diggs. But before Maino put out his platinum single For All of the Above featuring T-Pain, before he could drop his hit record for High Hater, before he could put out his Lobby Boys album with Jim Jones and work with artists like Jadakiss, Fabulous, and Dave East, Maino will find himself in some trouble he might not made it out of. Now, after Maino came home from doing 10 years in prison, he was on the grind trying to make it in the music industry. Now, supposedly, Maino was in a sneaker store and he was approached by a stick-up kid who was trying to rob him, but Maino wrestled the gun away from him and shot the stick-up kid with his own gun.
He got his gun in my face. He tried to take my chain. I ain't panicking. This nigga ain't know what he was doing because I reversed that situation, took the gun and shot him.
Now, according to Maino, he says he blamed himself for letting that happen because he was at the sneaker store too long, talking to females and just not moving right. But luckily, he said that the stick-up kid didn't really know what he was doing. He was too close, and he actually put the gun on Maino's head. You get what I'm saying? And Maino said that's where he really took it personal. Now, Maino actually reenacted this whole situation that happened in the sneaker store in his video on Smack DVD for Till I Die. And Maino even talked about this situation on his Take It Like a Man song. He said, "Mama, pray for your first son. Dude tried to rob me. I shot him with his own gun." Now, luckily, Maino's still alive and well to even speak on his situation, and I hope he learned from his mistakes. Now, JayZ went from being a rap superstar to hip-hop icon and billionaire. In Hope's younger days, Jay supposedly spent time in the streets as a hustler, selling drugs and doing what he had to do to support himself and his family, being that his dad wasn't around. Jay spent most of his career rapping about his ups and downs in the drug game, but in his much later years, Jay's been rapping much more positive and uplifting, like he displayed on his 444 album. Jay is looked at like one of the best rappers to ever do it, and definitely is on everybody's top 5 list. Now, before JayZ could put out 13 platinum solo albums and work with artists such as Snoop Dogg, Kanye West, Biggie, and Beyonce, before JayZ could sell out Madison Square Garden on numerous occasions, JayZ will find himself in a situation that he might not made it out of. Now, supposedly at the time, JayZ had an older brother who was addicted to drugs, and that older brother of his stole one of JayZ's gold rings. Now, from what I'm hearing, that may not been the first time he stole from Jay, but this particular time put Jay over the edge, so Jay decided to shoot his brother for stealing his gold ring. Now, I'm going to get into an article explaining an interview JayZ had, giving details of him shooting his brother. He described shooting his brother who had stolen his ring and tell how he felt pulling the trigger. "I thought my life was over. I thought I'd go to jail forever." In fact, his brother, addicted to crack at the time of the shooting, did not press charges and apologized to his little brother for his addiction when a future star visited him in the hospital. "It was terrible. I was a boy. I was a child. I was terrified," he said. The shooting is explored in the lyrics of "You Must Love Me." "Saw the devil in your eyes, high of more than weed, confused. I just closed my young eyes and squeezed." In the interview, he also described his surroundings. Guns were everywhere. You didn't have to go far to get one. Just everywhere, he said. In a housing project in Bedford-Stuyvesant area of Brooklyn, shootouts were a commonplace. Guns were around every day. There were shootouts, but I never shot anyone else. Most people in shootouts don't get shot. Despite being shot at 3 times, he was unscratched. It's like there was some kind of rogue angel watching over us, he said. Now, JayZ's old friend and big homie JayZ actually speak about this situation in a Vlad TV interview, and he says JayZ actually got the gun to shoot his brother from him.
It was my gun. That wasn't the purpose that he wanted the gun, but that's just how it turned out.
Now, supposedly, JayZ was the one to give JayZ the gun he shot his brother with, but like JayZ said, he didn't give it to JayZ to go shoot his brother with. He gave it to him for protection, and just so happened that was the gun that he ended up shooting his brother with. Now, in other stories and articles, they saying JayZ was 12 at the time, but that's kind of hard to believe, being that in that same Vlad TV interview, JayZ said he didn't meet JayZ until JayZ was 15. But you know how it go when you telling stories about yourself that's old. Sometimes you get the timelines messed up. But anyway, jump in my comment section. Let me know if y'all feel like JayZ could have handled this a different way. Do y'all think Jay was wrong for shooting his brother? Now, I'm hearing that his brother was stealing, stuff from the family around this time, and he wanted to show his peoples that he'd protect them against them and all that. So let me know in that comment section, do y'all think like if Jay went too far? Also, let me know y'all top 5 rappers of all time. And, tell a friend about my page if you're a fan of these old hip-hop stories. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. More exclusive content coming, and I'm out. 1.